Eastern Conference, 13-4 coming in after that big win on Sunday night against the Bucks. George goes right at Isaac, able to finish over the tall timber inside. Jeremy Grant, no, but the ball back tapped out to Westbrook. Grant wants the mid-range. And Noel couldn't quite cleanly get it, but George, as it squirted free all the way to the rim, there's going to be an and one for Diallo, the rookie.
In the NBA right now.
Westbrook gives it right back to Nerlens Noel with the flush. George gets into his move and knocks down the shot. Paul George. Time ago?
Yeah. A far galaxy.
Oh, nice play. As Jeremy Grant, so athletic, caught that ball.
Kept that ball up in the air. Had enough on there. But George was able to get around Aaron Gordon again.
Slash recess.
On Antetokounmpo on Sunday afternoon. They were right at the rim.
One of the best shot blockers is Paul George. Lines up another tray. What he did, but I'm sure
he's had 52 makes from downtown, but that's his game right there. That little mid-range is.
George wants to get out of the break. Goes right at Isaac, and how about that?
From that point on, he did just that. Look at Billy Donovan showing a lot of trust.
And Westbrook baits the contact. 50 advantage.
50-point game in his career when he was with the Toronto Raptors.
Well, Ross averaging a career high over 13, but how about Russell Westbrook? Westbrook dashing down the lane and a foul on the floor. Some expected it, some thought it was coming, but nonetheless.
Well, he's a terrific player.
My draft pick was one of the top recruits coming out of high school. George, oh, he leaned into it. Didn't matter. I'm going to review whether it was a 3 or a 2.
It's just a tough situation where they just don't want to foul.
George, with all Thunder Watch party dates.
The shot clock as well. Thunder will take that.
How many times have we seen that this year? First bucket of the second quarter for the Magic. As George slips around the screen, takes the bump, counted in the foul. There's the Frenchman. George left open in transition and capitalizes with the 3. See what happens here is Isaac now switched up on PG. Trying to make the move. The spin move. A little too much power. Just sizing him up.
See, he's lulling you asleep right there. I mean, what do you do? I mean, what do you do? He's 6'9". He's got amazing ball handling skill. He's got a guy out there on the wing, and he's dancing with the basketball.
They've been asking all season long, how do you defend Paul George? This time, Isaac trying to keep him in front. George takes the bump. Got it to drop, and the foul. Everything dropping in for PG is the individual supremacy on display yet again.
Okay, is it time to drop the mic? I don't have a mic in my hand, but this is amazing, folks. And I know you've heard me say that several times, but this is what we're seeing from Paul George in just his one ball game. And look at the bench.
How about Raven Felton and Diallo throwing a party in the corner?
Wow. And here's, you hear that noise again? That MVP chant.
Didn't have a final score because they always ended in some kind of fight. Somebody was crying.
Felton and Hamidou Diallo here with this beautiful first half. And how about the block by Nerlens Noel on Vucevic? Westbrook 1-on-3. Carves up the lane and scores. Isaac can't answer back. Westbrook again. Sidesteps. How about the dashing drive from Russ?
That you thought there was 2 guys out there on the floor? Look at this, folks. Oh, come on, man. That's a Euro step at 100 miles per hour? How do you defend that? Oh, he gave us a little replay at the end. That's just beautiful basketball. In transition, this is Thunder basketball. Getting out, in transition, and putting up buckets. Thunder right now, just keep running your sets. You've been able to have great success. That's a good look for Alex Abrinas, and he delivers, folks.
Alex Abrinas, ridiculously deep 3, goes right into the arms of Westbrook. Looking for some teammates, and finds a teammate in Jeremy Grant for the high, hard one.
He drew everybody in with a nice little move here. Got a couple of black shirts facing him. And Grant just comes home with the hammer. As he slams it home with authority. You love that play because it's almost
somebody was running a bomb. So I think this one will have a final score tonight, but those ones were a little bit more emotional and contentious.
cup of coffee for Jeremy Grant in the NBA.
First half. Well, the Magic just continue to take threes, and George continues to find his way to the rim. And another finish as he's into the 30s, 31 in the first half for PG-13. Consecutive points scored by Evan Fournier. Under a minute to go. George slings it across the baseline. Jeremy Grant knocks it down. You got to think you're going to look for the drive and kick. There's the drive. No kick needed.
And you just want to keep the pace up if you're the Thunder right now. And you like that kind of movement.
Shoving Vucevic out of the way. Now all the way down the floor, getting behind everybody. Nerlens Noel. You don't want to give him early looks, easy looks. Grant. Boy, he timed that one up nicely. George thought about the three instead. Knifing across the lane. Finds the open man. Westbrook drains it from downtown.
You're aware of the three-point shooters and their spacing. The Magic's doing a good job of getting those open shots.
Nice answer out of the timeout. He's done a good job of getting back on defense. As Westbrook.
When Russ was coming down with his right arm, he did make contact.
As Westbrook waits for his teammates. Cutting across the lane. The left hand. Westbrook. Out of the hands of Simmons. And the Thunder can add. Westbrook full steam ahead. The dashing drive.
Oh, he did a great job of just outrunning the entire Magic defense. Rebound on one end, layup by Russell Westbrook on the other. Thunder up 5.
Westbrook up ahead. Noel saves it out of bounds. Finds George knifing down the lane in the scoop and score. Balance shot again. The Thunder defense coming up with a defensive stop. Schroeder lines up the three and got the three. Gives the shot clock a little bit of a nod. Fights his way down the lane. George again. Picked up by Fournier. And Paul George.
You walk in slowly with the basketball. Burn a little time off that clock.
Hold it between your arm and your midsection. But Westbrook dancing around again. Floats it up to Nerlens Noel. So many different guys we can look to who've stepped up in this game. In this particular play, it's Westbrook and Noel.
Well, you know, he's the captain. He's got the basketball with his hand, you know, in his hands at this point in the ball game. He uses up as much of that shot clock as he could.
Cap on the defensive end. His 5th block of the night. Down the way. And there's the exclamation point. Westbrook to Jeremy Grant.